Hey, good morning, everyone. Jennifer here, and I've got Cyreta Laws-Frumau as well. And today we're going to be talking about decision making and how that's important to our lives. Good morning, Cyreta.
Hey Jen, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, happy to be here with you this Monday. Wonderful day.
Yes, yes, it's a good start. Talking about decisions is even a greater start, right?
Mm, A very important topic. And also can be a difficult topic, I think. We think we make decisions, and of course we do make decisions around basic things like waking up or what to eat for breakfast. Some of us are able to do that, but maybe the bigger picture is what we don't make decisions about. That's what I was thinking as when you suggested this topic was yeah, what about the big decisions, or what don't we make decisions about?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have difficulty making decisions. And one of the reasons for that is because we were never taught on how to make decisions appropriately, right? From the time we were born, with our being a small child, we probably had people making decisions for us for a large portion of our life. And then sometimes that continues on because we allow people to continue to make decisions for us instead of stepping in and really thinking about what we want for our lives, even small decisions, and making those on our own.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm. Now, I was thinking that's so important, something that maybe parents skip over as well. But I know, like, I just finished, or I'm actually going through the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And in there, he actually did a research on, where this stems from. And it does stem from very early in life, where even as teenagers, they have no idea how to make decisions because that decision was taken away from them
mhm.
by parents who also didn't make their own decisions. So it just perpetuates and it moves from generation to generation.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we were able to study this material and learn all about this because that's something that I've implemented into my family is to make sure my kids make their decisions. So if they come to me
Wow.
for a question, I kind of bounce it back to them. Well, what do you think you should do? Because I think it's important, and these are things that maybe we haven't thought about before. It's just starting, um, with our kids, having them make the decisions of what they really want, or even just the small decisions, instead of
Yeah.
us stepping in and making that for them. Now you had
I think
mentioned Napoleon Hill, and I have his book here as well, Think and Grow Rich. And there's one quote that I think is really important, and I would like to read it from the book. It says analysis of several hundred people who had accumulated fortunes well beyond the $1 million mark disclosed the fact that every one of them had the habit of reaching decisions promptly and of changing these decisions slowly if and when they were changed. And people who
Mhm.
fail to accumulate money, without exception, have the habit of reaching decisions, if at all, very slowly, and of changing these decisions quickly and often. So I think
Yeah.
that was pretty remarkable research that he did, in that every one of the successful people had that habit of reaching decisions very quickly.
hmm hmm And then the opposite of that is the person that doesn't make a decision. They're quick to change their minds because there's a lot of confusion around indecision, around not making decision. I really love that quote. Actually, chapter 8 of Think and Grow Rich is my favorite chapter because of the work that Napoleon did. I think it's so critical.
Yeah, I think it's
And
a
yeah, I just want to add to that because so further on in the book, Napoleon, so we're talking about decision making. Someone listening might think, okay, yeah, I can learn how to make decisions, but not understanding the importance of not making decision. They think if they're staying on the fence, then they've made a decision, when actually they have it's indecision, and indecision is making a decision, which leads to procrastination. But even deeper than that, when we fail to make a decision quickly, having the right information, sometimes we probably need to do a little bit of research. But when we fail to make a decision, then that leads to indecision, and this grows. And the longer we take to make a decision, it becomes doubt, and doubt crystallizes into fear. And the fear is so steeped in the subconscious mind that persons don't even know that it's there. And they wonder, why is my life not working out the way that I want it to work out? And without like careful self-analysis of this, or having someone who's a mentor or coach, really dig deep into them to discuss this, they will never really realize just how programmed they are to not making decisions.
Mhm. Yeah, that's so interesting that just that decision making point can really take you into worrying and then doubting and then internalizing that into fear. And it all begins,
Mhm.
with our thinking. And with decision and indecision, you're trying to decide something that throws a lot of thinking back and forth. Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Should I do this? Should I not do that? But if you just make the decision and move forward, that's whenever things start coming to you, right? So if you look at the successful people in life, or even really reviewed your own life on whenever you made a decision quickly, then things that you need start to come. So I think sometimes we do things backwards, where we try to go
Mm,
out and do a lot of research and spend the time really trying to bring everything together and figure out the how before we make the decision, when we should be
mhm.
thinking differently, right?
Yeah. But Jen, just something that you just said clicked in my mind a little bit differently. So say, because we talk to clients that want to change their lives,
Mhm.
and then we will share with them, okay, we can help you. A lot of the times it's around money, and yet they don't realize that the first step, so even though they might have to source the money or figure out how they're going to get the money, and this is where the research may come in, so they might have to ask around or sell a few things. The thing is, they have to make that decision that, yes, I want to change my life. Because if they don't make that decision that they want to, the money is always secondary. It's never the first thing. The first thing
Yes.
is actual decision making.
Yeah, and I would go a little further with that, right? Because decision making is the very first thing, but the money is never the problem. That is what I have experienced, and that's what I know. Money is never the problem, right? Because if you want something bad enough, then you'll figure it out. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we see people do it all the time. We see things that people buy. We see if you want it bad enough, you'll figure it out. But decision is the very first thing. You have to make a committed decision, and then everything follows after that. I
Mm-hmm.
saw a video, and I've experienced this myself, but Bob put out a video on what happens the moment you make a decision. Then, because right now people are thinking on a certain frequency level, but they want to get to a better life, whatever that better looks for them, right? In order to get up on that higher frequency, you have to get your thoughts on that higher frequency. And as soon
Mm-hmm.
as you make that decision, it jumps onto that frequency and everything starts to come to you. Everything that you need, whether it be the resources, the people, um, but you have to be able to make that committed decision. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why people, the 500 people that were interviewed without exception, made the decision first. And these were large decisions um, about, inventing new things, right? It's They didn't know how to do these decisions that they decided yes on. They just said yes, and then everything came to them. And that's the way we really need to start thinking about our lives, right? That we need to change that on how we used to think, how we were programmed before, into how we should really be thinking into results.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. And we both made a decision to be mentored by Bob Proctor. It's not an easy decision. A lot of persons also got the option to be mentored by him. I'm really glad that I got the chance before he passed. And if I can think now, if I had not made that decision, not seeing the whole road in front of me, right? I didn't know exactly what it would look like. But if I had not made a decision, I would not have had the opportunity of working with him before he passed. And exactly what you just said, because the road unfolds sometimes out of our control, but God prepares the way for the people, the circumstances, the money, the things. It all comes to us in ways that we could not have predicted for ourselves. Like if we were supposed to sit and plan, there's no way most things that we have in life, at least for my life, would have come to me
Hmm.
and not in the way that it did.
Right. So I think the biggest thing, whenever we kind of jumping back to what I was saying, that decision is not, people aren't, it's not the money that holds them back. So what's the number one thing that holds them back? And I think that's the fear. That's the
The fear.
fear of maybe the unknown, of not
Yeah.
knowing exactly what's going to happen. But um, that's the beauty of whenever you do these things is, I'm continuing to make decisions on things that I want and have no idea how I'm going to get it. And, jumping into that unknown is, to me, it's, now that I've done it a few times, it's,
Yeah.
I'm ready, So, it's kind of the magical part of it. It's kind of the fun part of seeing what comes to me now.
So, I mean, from what you're saying, obviously there is a lot of trust, and people just need to trust and let go. Trust that you are divine, trust that the universe have your back, trust that whatever happens along the way, the process is meant for a higher learning, and that you will, at the end of the day, you will triumph. You just have to continue going because with fear, we all have fears. But then that's the opposite, we can either stay with the fear or we can grow. We can just accept that there's this other path that is beautiful and that will unfold. And yes, we have no idea where we're gonna end up or what experiences we're gonna have, but it's better than hiding.
Yes, absolutely. And you had said fear, we mentioned that again. And that is one of the biggest abundance blockers that's out there
Wow.
today. It will really
Mm,
block your abundance if you continue to let worry, doubt, and fear, take control of your life. And once you can
mm.
eliminate that, then everything is available to you.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
I can tell you like that one.
Mhm. Yeah, it's true. I'm now on chapter 15 of Think and Grow Rich, and there are six major fears. I think one of the big, because I've read this book a few times, but something that really struck me is that hmm,
Go ahead. I
something
was.
something that yeah, it's good now.
Mhm.
And yeah, okay. Yeah, something that really struck me is Napoleon says that usually when you ask someone what you're afraid of, they say nothing, no one. And I remember a younger version of me, that was always my thing. Like, I'm not afraid of anyone, I'm not afraid of anything. But fears are deeply rooted in our subconscious mind. And we have no idea that they're there. We have no idea how to get to them. And this is why persons such as myself and you who get coached in or get mentored, we do it because we want to unroot, we want to sometimes like dig up the skeletons in our closet, so to speak,
Mhm.
because we want that abundance. We want to move in that direction of, what else is there? What are we here for? Like, what is this big purpose that we're meant to live? So that's why, like, when you said it, I'm like, it's so much better just to go after that burning desire and
Mhm.
not let worry, doubt, and fear just keep us stuck. and not tapping into abundance.
Yes, and I think it's abundance in many different ways. Once you can get
Mm,
past these emotions of, the worry, the doubt, which then internalizes into fear deeply rooted in our subconscious, um, that is what really affects health too. So
mm,
whenever we can
mm.
continue to, I always call it up level, right? Because there's always, you can keep going higher and higher. Um, but once you get past even that first level of becoming aware of this information and starting to implement it, your health will instantly increase. You
Yeah.
you will start getting because your vibration in your body increases to a healthier level. You're at ease instead of being in that worry, doubt, fear mode, which actually puts your body's body in a different vibration. It's not vibrating in harmony. So that's dis-ease, dis-ease.
Mm.
So you've got, your health, and then your goals, what you think would really make you happy in life. So it really elevates everything for your life.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
Mhm.
And I want to encourage anyone that watches this video to really to reach out to us. Let's get in touch with one of us. Let us help you because that gives us great joy and it's a part of the abundance that we also want to leave in this world. We have at Proctor Gallagher, we're helping hundreds and thousands of persons with this information, just bringing awareness to, I love this word abundance so much. Their abundance. Yeah. It's bringing more abundance in this world. Just getting the mind vibrating at the right level, just releasing all fear, worry, doubt, just getting us to that right place. Today is a very active day as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really getting us Jen, just a final thing that I wanted to add as I spoke about this global mission that we're on is, Napoleon wrote this book as well in the 1930s when there was a Great Depression. And the reason why there was a Great Depression was because the world was vibrating, most persons in the world were vibrating at the fear of poverty. And that is what caused the depression. And I hear persons talking now about another recession, da da da. I don't really listen to the news. Once I hear certain things, I turn it off because I just don't want that to be a part of my world. I'm not ignoring it, but it's because I know what's going on. And for me, for you, we want people to aware that you can control exactly what you bring into this world. And for us all to be vibrating on a high emotional, physical, spiritual level would be the greatest thing that we could do collectively.
Mhm. Yes, very true, very true. Increasing your awareness, which
Mm,
that expands your conscious awareness, right? So that's kind of the goal, and we don't have to let anything control us. I I don't watch the news either, so because I know that I'm in control of my life and what happens. So once people realize that, I think the world will be a better place.
mhm,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, I know that we have been we're trying to make this little bit shorter this time, so I think we're going to sign off. Is there any other final words you'd like to say?
No, I think this was really good connecting with you, and we'll see everyone else. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.
Yeah. Thanks for today, Sarita. Thanks for everybody watching, and we'll talk soon. All right. Thanks.